Peter. Peter. There's no sound coming from our thing. Yeah, but it's not playing the sound in the stream. It's really quiet again.
To service the American way.
All right, we that was twice. We tried it twice. I don't know what's wrong with my audio settings, but I'll have to go back in and redo those. Sorry guys, it's been a long last 2 days, but we're back. Salute to service. We're going to have a great podcast. It is our Memorial Day special. We are here to celebrate those who are serving, who have served, and we invite anybody that is or has served to join the waiting room. So Memorial Day, Boogie. It's a special holiday.
Yep. It's gonna be a fun one. We already got 3 people waiting in waiting room to join us. This lovely Memorial Day weekend. But first of all, Tater, do you have anything ready for this weekend? Or are you just gonna relax? And your screen is tiny, bud.
It's basically gonna be a relax weekend. It's gonna be a do a little work here and there around the house, and then that'll be about it. It won't be much more than that. How about you?
I'm gonna buy my brother-in-law's tomorrow to celebrate because everybody else works on Monday. Fortunately, I do too. So we're all going to celebrate tomorrow and have a fun around a campfire and have a moment of silence for the ones we know and lost that were in our family. So
maybe that helped the screen size. I don't know what is going on with my OBS, but hopefully that fixed the screen size.
yep. So you're ready to bring some people in?
Whenever you're ready there, boss man, we'll get it going.
There's a baby.
The one and only.
And there's a Jess.
Wow.
Whoa,
The boss lady.
that's right.
So how are you two doing today?
Doing all-
Good. Oh, there's a puppy dog. Oh, and it's gone.
Go ahead, babe.
Huh?
It's gonna drive me nuts, Tater. But your stream is
What?
you got it. You got Boogie kind of like cut off a little bit.
Hold on.
Yeah,
There we go.
weird. Something is messed up with your system.
Right click on your source and stretch it to fit. Are you gonna be like transform or something like that? Stretch it to fit.
Wait. Nick's still down there and waiting, isn't he?
Yeah, I left him there for a little bit while we talked to you two.
All right.
We'll bring him up shortly after we're done with you guys.
All right.
So
So my papa on my dad's side was in the Air Force. For many of years, had the nickname of Sarge. It's what a bunch of people near and dear to him called him. And then my mama was one of the first women aviation mechanics in the Navy in the early 90s.
That's
I've actually got a tattoo for both of them. Anchor's mama, she's still alive. I've got an eagle holding an anchor. That one was for Papa.
heck yeah. That's what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about. So, Mama was the first female aviation mechanic in the Air Force. You said
She was one of the first.
one of the first. Okay. Well, that had to be a that has to be a attention grabber when you tell somebody that.
you're cutting out there, bud.
It's okay. There we go. That should help it.
So, do you know
Yeah,
how?
she ended up getting pregnant with me and had to leave
Way
the
to go.
Navy, or she would have been. Yeah, it's always my fault. I always screw stuff up for people.
Well, tonight, Bronson, you can blame me.
Yeah, it's all Tater's fault.
It's a struggle. It's been a struggle bus the last 2 days, but we'll get there. We'll make it. I'll have it fixed before the next one. I can promise you. So, Jess, who do you know that has or is serving, and what branch?
I have quite a few people. My aunt, my uncle, my dad's dad, and then my mom's dad. My aunt is in the Army. She is permanently stationed in Texas. She went to college for nursing, and she was a nurse in the Army for a long time, and now she works at a children's hospital in Texas. My uncle was in the Navy. He had a lot of mental issues and is no longer with us. My papa was in the Army for a little bit, and I don't know why he got out, but he was in for a while. And then my mom's dad was Air Force? Yeah, Air Force for, I think, 30 years. And unfortunately, he is no longer with us. There's more,
Oh,
but
okay.
I don't talk to them anymore.
Ah, gotcha.
I mean, you got your cousin Timmy,
Oh yeah, and Timmy.
aka Timmy,
Yeah,
post of Aftermath.
yeah. And
Yep.
then I work with an airman right now. He is in. He's on a mission right now. He just got home from an 8-month deployment, and now he is off somewhere else.
Yeah,
He's being safe.
you had them spread all over the place, from one end of the spectrum to the other.
You ain't lying on that one.
So, Boogie, your turn, brother. Who you got?
All right. I have a cousin that served in the military. He, in the prison part, he was actually deployed for a year and a half at a concentration camp in Iraq that was bombarded almost every other night. And another cousin, he served in the Army, but he did not go overseas. He ended up being honorably discharged because of burns he received, and now he's a police officer. I had a cousin on my dad's side that worked in the U.S. Air Force, and his father actually worked in the Air Force as a mechanic. So, and my grandpa, I'm not sure which branch he was in. But I gotta try to dig up a photo of him sometime and show it, 'cause it's pretty old. It's one of those black and white ones. So,
Oh yeah, that was a long time ago.
yep.
All right, so you kind of had them spread out in between multiple branches too.
Yep.
And then I forgot one uncle. Cameron Bronson, you know him. Army National Guard for him. 15 years.
5 years from that retirement mark.
Yeah.
He's gone now. He's still alive, but he did not re-up.
Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah. No harm, no foul. People ask me all the time, and I tell them, yeah, if I'd have stayed, I would retire. I would retire if I'd have stayed in. I would have my 20 in August of next year, so I'd have a little over a year left, and I'd be retired full benefits if I'd have stayed.
His was more of a, he had young kids, and he was having to go to base every other weekend, and was missing a lot of work and stuff, and he was getting paid more at his job than he was going base every weekend.
Yeah, I think National Guard is 2 weekends a month, 1 weekend a year. I think is what National Guard is, or that's what they were at one point. I don't know how they operate it now. It's been so long that since I've dealt with anybody, National Guard. So I know at one point they were 2 weekends a month, 1 week a year, and that can still be difficult, especially when you got kids and wife and all that. That can get difficult.
Yeah, he had 4 kids total. So if you include his wife's kids.
Yeah, 4.
So he had 4 young ones at the time. That 3 of the 4 lived with him.
Yeah.
I've got a best friend that's actually in the Air Force too. He's an air traffic controller for them, or not an air traffic controller. He works in some type of cybersecurity or something with them. He's got a pretty gravy job. I know he's been deployed a couple of times to the Air Force's vacation spot.
Japan?
No.
Hawaii?
No.
Guam?
No. Kuwait.
Oh, yeah, Kuwait.
Just from my understanding and pictures and stuff that he sent, like that is their R&R spot. Pretty much.
It's a sea of sand. You can go swimming anytime you want to.
And then you also have another one in the Navy. Adam?
All the branches have their vacation spot areas.
Yeah, they do. And some of them are nicer than others.
My mom had a cousin that was recalled when they decided to go into Afghan. So, be my second cousin. He did 2-year tour there. So, and he was part of the first group that went in. Too.
Yeah, I always tell people if you want to go to vacation spots and you want to go to the fun spots, you join the Navy or the Air Force. If you want to get stuck in the boring spots or in the sand, you join the Army or the Marines. Because those two don't normally get to see the nice places. We normally, between the Army and the Marines, we get stuck with the boring, out in the middle of nowhere places or in a desert somewhere. So
I wanted to join the Army when I turned 18. And someone talked me out of it.
go Army, be all you can be.
I wanted to go to school.
My uncle was trying to get me to join the Navy when I was a kid.
Yeah, I wanted to be a sniper.
That's a hard, rough process.
Yeah, that's a long, grueling process to go through your boot camp and then your AIT, and then you have to go through sniper school too. that's long, grueling, and tiring.
Well, you know, American Sniper had just come out about the time that she was finishing up school and stuff like that. So I think Chris Kyle had a little bit on her. It wasn't just Chris Kyle.
So if you,
No, then I'm a really good shot. And I mean, I don't miss. I never have.
so what if you'd have joined us? What year would you have went in?
It would have been like 2015, 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, this ain't gonna work now. This is gonna drive me insane now.
Yeah, 2015, 14. '14. 2014. We got married in 17.
You know, I worry about the draft, which you know, some of us don't have to worry about that anymore, or some of us don't have to worry about it with your disabilities, things of that nature. But the draft is a real serious thing that is potentially coming back with everything that's going on in the world nowadays.
Yep.
That just made it worse.
Yep.
I mean, we wouldn't have to worry about that in my home. Remy is.
You'd have to share your screen, Tater, and I would have to show you how to fix it.
Yeah, I don't know why it wasn't doing that on the last stream. I don't know why it's doing it now.
If you want to go back to your starting soon real quick,
Yep.
we can pick
We
back
can
up.
try
All
to
right.
get this fixed up
All
real
right,
quick.
guys, we're gonna take a short ad break.
You got the ad break? Just do the ad break.
Yep.
You might be able to get
We're
it fixed
gonna-
and then it'll let us know.
We're gonna take a short ad break, and we shall return.
So you're good to.
All right, what's up, guys? We're back. Technical difficulties, and like most people say, it would not be Squad Productions episode if it didn't have technical difficulties. So, anyway, we're back. Looks like we've got Decoy and Nick with us now.
Ready.
What's going on, guys? How's your night? How's your weekend?
The youngest just turned 7.
Ooh.
So I was surrounded by a ton of squirrels all afternoon.
Fun.
All right.
But I was watching y'all a little bit earlier. I'm a little jealous when it comes to people I know in the military, especially with my career path and everything else. I've got 3 nephews. 2 are currently serving. 1 just finished his 8th year and decided to get out to start a family. So with my career path, I'm extremely jealous of what I do and why I do it. Because I have family that's in there. And their mom also works for, doing things for our military by making sure AFES is running correctly and everything else. So I'm grateful for my 3 nephews wanting to take the footsteps of their father, who was 8. I think he's 8 or 10 years in the 8 or 10 years in. So that's I want to give a shout out to those guys. I know that I know where one is, but I just can't say where he's at. And the other one, I have no clue where he's at.
All right.
All right, Nick, what you got, bud?
All right, so I got 2 people. So my grandfather John was an MP stationed in France during the war. So I have him. He was there for maybe, I want to say 2 years. And then my sister is a sergeant in the army, and she is currently stationed in Poland.
Go Army.
So, and then I have an aunt. She's in the Navy. She does like mechanic stuff and stuff like that on the boats and stuff. So,
Lord have mercy, Nick. It's a ship, not a boat. You gonna have us getting reamed by naval personnel. It's a ship, not a boat.
Oh my God! Did he say boat?
Yeah, he called it a boat.
You know,
It is a
biggest
vessel.
mistake. Big mistake.
my bad. I'm
It
young.
is a naval vessel.
Yeah,
If it floats on water, it's a naval vessel. If it goes under the water, then it's something that the Army drove into the lake.
Hey now. All right, look. We don't drive everything into lakes. Just some things.
Turning tanks into submarines.
Hey. You'd be quite surprised at how fast a tank can dive.
That's one thing. If I
Yes.
could, that's what I would love to drive. It's on my bucket list.
The tank.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see you trying that.
I was trying to say, Boogie, you strike me as a M1A1 Abram operator.
Oh, those things are fun to crawl in and out of.
Boogie gets stuck in the hatch.
Oh.
I think you have a better chance getting stuck in the hatch than I do.
No, BB wouldn't be able to see the hatch.
Ouch.
That's right, this is one eye.
BB be trying to crawl down the BB think he's getting in the hatch, be trying to crawl down the barrel of the gun. Talking about trying to squeeze a watermelon through a garden hose.
This telescope's not working.
Well, use your good eye then.
It's not a telescope, it'd be a periscope, wouldn't it?
Yeah, periscope, not telescope. Telescope is what you look at the stars and moon with.
We're not flying. I don't need a periscope.
What?
What?
I was talking about a parachute.
He said
I was gonna say, it's like I think you got your branches mixed up there. You know, you're going from Army to Navy to now
He
it's
might
the
be
Air
using his
Force.
binoculars then.
I'm just trying to take the heat off of Nick for calling a ship a boat.
Yeah, and then you brought it up again.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
So, Mr. DNA, Mr. Decoy, do you have any plans for this weekend?
Not really. Most of everything now should be pretty much laid back. Probably try to fire up the grill if I can get all the pieces back together after the last windstorm blew it halfway across the county.
Damn. Dude, that
Yeah,
night
it's
was awesome.
Yeah, that poor grill. It was like I don't know how the hell the wind picked it up, but it did. It's like it must have been a mini tornado or a micro burst.
No, you should see all the damage we received in a couple of cities here in Wisconsin from F2 tornadoes that went through.
They're not F2s anymore. They're EF2s now.
I said
EF2.
EF2.
All I heard was F2.
You gotta open your ears.
I don't know why they had to
You're-
have the E in front of it.
Right.
Because they don't want to rate any tornado now as an F5 unless absolutely necessary. So they had to change the scale.
Still stupid.
Yep.
It is.
So, but yeah, that's crazy. But where I lived, the lightning was just kept flashing nonstop. It was like freaking somebody taking a camera with the flash on and constantly pushing the button nonstop for an hour and a half. Well, we sat at work doing nothing but watching the windows because our tornado alarms were all going off. We were in big warning. So, all right, Nick, how about you? You got anything planned for the weekend?
So the company I work for, we do a lot for veterans, right? Especially homeless veterans. So what we'll do is every Memorial Day, we'll have a big cookout at the main corporate office, and we'll have all the veterans from the city come down and get some free food. But the veterans that don't have a place to live, we have dormitories where we'll give them a place to live, a bed, blankets, stuff like that, so they can live there as long as they want.
Nice.
So I'll probably go down there and help out with the preparations and stuff like that.
And is that every branch of your company
Yeah.
that does that?
Every as far as I know, it's only the Ohio Valley branch, which is the branch I work for.
So it's not a
Um,
national thing to where
I'm not
all locations do it?
I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to look that up.
Sounds like something that all the branches should follow.
Well, I think Kroger does some stuff for the veterans for them kind of holidays too.
I
I know
can
Walmart doesn't do anything because
I-
they're greedy.
I can tell you Lowe's does. I know this because I was in there today.
Because they want their money. That's why Walmart don't do it.
Well, Lowe's, you get a discount anyways, don't you?
Yeah,
365 days a year, you get
Yeah.
10% off, right?
yeah, you get a discount, through the whole year, but they have their deals and specials they do on Memorial Day that they don't do any other time during the year.
So,
So, me and Boogie put out a little challenge last week, and it kind of ties into this. We put out a challenge to everybody to thank a service member or police officer, firefighter, any public service worker. So, did anybody take the time out of their week this week to thank a public service worker or a veteran? And if you did, who and why? Whoever wants to start.
I have not. I normally, the buddy that I told you, I normally text him on all of the major military holidays, tell him thank him for his service and everything. So you were kind of ahead of the game with your challenge, which I get why you did it. Did it so that it's out of your everyday routine.
Yep.
Yep, kind of challenge people to do something that they don't do every day. Nick, how about you, boss?
I did actually. We had a gentleman.
Suck up.
Fuck you.
Wow.
Fuck you.
Hey, watch the
Um,
language.
My apologies. We had a gentleman come in who had a Vietnam hat. So I went over and I said, "Hey man, I appreciate you for your service." And he's like, "Oh yeah, thank you. I really do appreciate it." And then he told me a couple stories that he had, so that was cool.
There's not many of them around.
There's not, no.
Those guys are dwindling down. But those guys have the coolest stories. To be able to sit down and talk to them guys.
But
If they're willing to.
Yeah, it's always fun to Vietnam vets. It's always fun to hear the stories from the ones that will tell you.
Some of the stories are comical. A lot of them are comical. But then they got some, that they got touchy subjects.
Yep.
Decoy, how about you, sir?
Not recently, because I haven't really been out much, and I haven't really found anybody of valor to actually thank or anything lately. But one that I do remember from when I was working at a military health hospital was that's a little story here. I was sitting there eating lunch in the Wounded Warrior Cafe, and I was approached by a colonel and a corporal, and they asked if they could join me. And I told them by all means. And basically, what it was is the colonel was part of the corporal's senior staff, but not as commander, the way I understood it. And basically, the corporal was having PSTD, and they were wanting to discuss it. And I asked them if they wanted some privacy. They said no. But I thanked them for their service for both of them, and let them know that the entire staff there at the hospital was there to back them for whatever they needed. So that's one I can think of off the top of my head.
Didn't you thank your co-host?
My co-host,
Yes.
who, Timmy?
Yeah.
Didn't you?
He says
your
he's in the
last episode?
military. I don't know if I did or not. I may have had an Alzheimer's moment.
Did you not know that he was in the military?
No, I know he's in the military. I can't remember if I actually thanked him or not, to be honest with you.
You know, I love you, Steve, but I'm still trying to get past the PSTD.
PSTD. What?
What?
What does that stand for?
No.
Oh my
Did you not?
God.
Oh, did you not hear him? He accidentally said PSTD instead of PTSD.
Yeah, well, that's my
It's
dyslexia
okay.
kicking in.
It's okay. I have that too. I understand.
Oh my god.
I say it as I see it in my mind. And my mind is always, one letter off somewhere.
I'm the same way.
So Nick, how are you feeling, bud?
What do you mean?
Any more ghosts in the trash can?
Ghosts? Oh, okay. No, there's no ghosts in the trash can.
All right.
I kind of tried to get that started again last night.
Oh. Well, hopefully it didn't work.
Try to get it started.
Yeah, that's sound. You know the whole hood.
I don't think he wants. I don't think they want to turn they already told him to watch his language. I don't think they want him to
No.
get on air.
Yeah, let's not do that.
We'll
I don't
move
wanna
over to a
keep our-
squadcast after this, Decoy, and we'll make Nick do whatever we want him.
There we go.
So I got a question for somebody that's watching, Mr. Tall as Leprechaun. Have you thanked anybody this past week?
While you're waiting on his response, I think that fireman Jacob was in the military. I know he was a firefighter, of course. But Jacob, you can join the waiting room. These guys are looking for people to talk to tonight.
If you would like to join, you are welcome to.
Yep.
Join that lovely waiting room and we'll pull you right in. So, I know I'm going to be away pretty much all day tomorrow. So,
Going glamping again.
no, I'm going by my brother-in-law's house. We're going to be doing our Memorial Day stuff by his house tomorrow night because everybody works on Monday. So,
Oh, I
one
don't.
time get the whole family together. So, do it on Sunday.
I don't know how that feels to work on Memorial Day. I wish I could say I did know how it feels to work on that day, but
I personally would rather not, but fortunately, McDonald's says no, we don't close for those holidays or any effect except one or two.
McDonald's don't close for nothing.
Well,
like
McDonald's here
Waffle
they
House.
close for Thanksgiving. At least in my city, they do.
I don't even think Waffle House closed on Christmas, are they?
No,
Waffle House
the
is
wa-
365 days a year.
the Waffle Houses around where I'm at, dude, they're open during hurricanes.
Yeah, if they close for
It's because
hurricanes,
they're
then you know
built.
it's gonna be bad.
They're built different.
Well, every Waffle House is built with a big butt backup generator so they can run everything off generators, and then all their cooktops and everything are all gas. So,
I think Hunter left us because he's not replying.
I can guarantee you he did not. I can guarantee you that he is watching. He watches it, or he's probably not watching. He is probably playing a video game
And
just in the
listening,
background,
probably.
and he'll just alt tab over to it. That's Hunter.
So, and Fireman Jacob, if you're there, if you don't want to join and you want to reply, and if you think anybody or that, you can do so in the comments below. Oh, look at that! Somebody finally. So he actually said he did. He had a customer at his job the other day, and he was talking about Memorial Day coming up. All I know was that he was in the army, and if I had to guess, I would say he was in his 50s. So
So he more than likely went through Afghanistan,
Mm-hmm.
probably,
Iraq.
possibly Iraq twice.
hold on a minute. Bronson, I went through Iraq and I'm not in my 50s.
Well, yeah, but you were young still. You just signed up, right? During the Iraq War.
I mean, I was
You were
18.
still green. Yeah, so you had just become legal to sign up.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, technically, yeah, legal to sign the paper on my own without parent consent, but yes.
So, but he did thank him for his services. Awesome.
I forget you're old as shit.
You're not far behind me, so don't even start.
I am. I'm like 20 years behind you.
Okay, and I want you to lie some more.
Okay. Money grows on trees.
Yeah, and you and you can see straight. So there we go. We're telling lies.
And out of both eyes.
So Tater, help.
Don't get started.
No, we're not. We'll wait.
Don't get started, Nick.
We'll wait until after this podcast to get on that struggle bus. Because that's what everything is with BB, a struggle bus. And apparently me too tonight, so I have no room to talk, I guess. But
BB's on the struggle bus, you're on the short bus.
All I know is somehow I keep this circus rolling.
Rolling.
I am somewhere between the ages of 35 and 37.
You're fine. Yeah,
young
we're lying,
motherfucker.
right? Oh, see, I washed my mouth there, but thank you, Boogie, for recovering.
No, I just.
Here's from Hunter. Hey, BB King Belly is older than everyone and is about to be ready to be pop.
Save it for a squad cast. We're gonna have a squad cast directly after this. I'm gonna get it together.
So here's the $1 million question: where is Tall Ass Leprechaun? Because
I
it's
told
the
him
weekend.
I told him stay your ass at home. I don't want you here.
No, we know better than that. The dynamic duo would never break up on a big holiday weekend.
I needed a break. Even Jessica tell you I needed a break from everything. I even wanted her to disappear this weekend with the kid.
Damn.
Wow.
What a shame. What a
I'm
shame.
gonna bring it up. That'll be for a aftermath to do. So there you go, Timmy and Decoy. You got something you can chit chat in your next one about the BB?
Yeah, if I can remember what it's gonna be in a week.
So
he was told BB was still recovering from last weekend. So I guess he partied a little too hard for his birthday.
I
He
did.
needs a whole nother week in the recovery yet. So
I did party a little hard.
well, I thought she liked it hard.
Okay.
whoa. Squad cast material.
Yeah, it is, but gonna have to get Boss Lady back in here on that one.
Sorry, Tina. It just popped out.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Homie.
You think that I'm mean? Get that one mean.
Alright, who am I yelling at?
Boogie.
Bronson.
She's on y'all's paychecks. That's all I'm saying.
The one I hadn't received yet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It'll be there.
Think about how long it took her to send your camera.
I was fixing to say I'll get it in about the same time frame as I did the camera.
That was halfway to never.
I need to send you the tracking number.
And it's
In my phone.
it's three quarters of the way to never now, Bronson. But it's in the mail, so it won't make it all the way to never.
You probably get the camera before you get the tracking number.
Yeah, she'll send me here's your tracking number, but Jess, it come in the mail today.
It came in the mail a week ago.
No, where the mass
Coming.
where the mass confusion was is BB was telling me Jess was gonna mail it. Jess was telling me BB was gonna mail it, and neither one of them was mailing it, and it was sitting in Jess's car.
No, he told me to mail it. Did not give me an address. I finally got it from you a month later.
You're supposed to know you're supposed to know the address through mind reading, Jess. You're supposed to be able to read his mind.
And then,
I thought
you know,
everybody
I
knew
got
his
caught
address.
up.
It's 1313 Mockingbird Lane.
Oh.
So who am I yelling at?
Boogie.
Boogie.
What happened? What happened?
He said some things.
What things?
I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to get yelled at myself.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna repeat it,
Well, I don't know what I'm yelling at anymore.
but something about Bronson liking it hard. I don't know.
He made a wee wee joke.
Yeah, a wee wee joke.
Who, Remy?
Stop
No.
laughing at it before you fish yourself.
My co-host made a wee wee joke on a podcast that has nothing to do with wee wees.
Oh my god.
We can change it to a podcast about wee wees if we go strictly Navy and talk about semen. We can do it that way. But we cover everything, not just semen, so we can't do that.
I've got the podcast to where y'all can talk about it.
Let me guess. 2 stoners and a boner.
Yes.
Alright, well,
We're not doing that.
The logo and everything already made.
I'm out on that one. Y'all have a
All
good
I gotta
night.
make you is a song.
Alright, have a good night.
Y'all, we gotta quit. We gonna cause Boogie to have a stroke.
He's about to piss himself.
Sleepy Mike or Slippy Mike, sorry dude, I know I'm butchering it. He said he likes semen. I don't know if that's appropriate for Mike, what you do in your spare time is okay, yeah, what you do in your spare time, bud, is up to you. We don't want to hear about it, man. Anyway, on that note, it has been fun, guys. I think
prayer first, Bud, before we close out.
You're already getting ready to close off. You ready for that squad cast?
Thank you for your service, Mike. Really appreciate it, bud. Apparently Mike served in the Navy for 22 years. So, yeah, thank you for your service, bud. Hope everything went well. And I hope you're doing well, and I hope you have a great Memorial Day, bro. Yeah, so...
Mr. Sleepy Mike, if you ever want to be part of the show, be a guest of ours, you can join that link I just posted in the chat there, so we can have you hop on and be a guest on Salute to Service.
Love to hear some stories, man.
Yep.
And I know you got some, especially after 22 years.
So.
All right, Boogie, if you want to do the prayer, and then I'll close us out.
Alright. Almighty God, our sources of strength and courage, we ask thee to guide the leaders of nation in the ways of peace and justice and enduring freedom for the people of the world. In these times of peril and war against terrorism, listen to our prayers for the men and women serving in our armed forces, our military leaders, and our allies. Protect them all from harm as they go into battle on land, in the sea, and in the air. Take away whatever fear is in their hearts and enable them to overcome swiftly and decisively the violence and cruelty of the enemy. Protect them from the hatred of others and bolster their personal pride of being American as they rid our world of the work of darkness and weapons of mass destruction. Console their loved ones and family members who remain on the home front. Gently dry the tears of those who mourn of the wounded in the battle and those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice. Oh God, bless them with their presence. Grant us homeland security. May they peace, the fruit of justice, truth, and mercy reign in America and throughout the world. Amen.
Amen. All right, guys. I want to thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for being here. Everybody that joined in. I want to thank our servicemen and women. Y'all, it's Memorial Day weekend. Monday is Memorial Day. Make sure you thank a veteran, thank a service member. Let them know you're thinking about them. Let them know we're all thinking about them. They deserve it. They're the reason we can do what we do. Pick like we pick, have podcasts, and have the freedoms we have. So on Memorial Day, let's celebrate it and celebrate it for what it is, for our veterans, for those who have served and who are serving. As it said in the prayer that Boogie just said, Lord, watch over them, be with them, protect them, guide them, and bless them. Thank everybody for being here. And we will see y'all on the next go-round. Next week, if I can work it out, we're going to be, I will be doing the podcast from a different location. And we might, unless Boogie has other plans, we might have what for me would be a very special guest. So stick around. Stay tuned. Everybody be safe. Have fun and enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. We'll see y'all on the next one. Later.
Stay tuned for the Squadcast is up next, you guys.
Yep, and stick around for Squadcast coming up next. Don't want to miss that.
Oh no.
Been a minute. What better way to do a Squadcast than introduce you fuckers? Y'all have never actually been a part of.
Yeah, because I never